How's it going, guys? Anyone remember this familiar face? Yes, former Disney Channel star Lee Thompson Young from Disney Channel's hit show, The Famous Jett Jackson, passed away 2 days ago on Monday due to committing suicide. It's pretty shocking and very sad, of course. We lost a former Disney Channel star of the Disney Channel family. Lee Thompson Young played Jett Jackson on the show, a teenage secret agent on a fictional TV show within a show called Silver Stone, since the late 90s. After his Jett Jackson days, he was in a movie called Friday Night Lights, and he currently was on TNT's hit series Rosalie and Niles, where he played as Barry Frost. It comes on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. starring Angie Harmon and Sasha Alexander, for those who never heard of the show. I recently got into the show, and I love the show so far. I really like the show. I got into it 2 months ago with the season 4 premiere. And Angie Harmon, Sasha Alexander, these two women are so gorgeous. Sigh. Love Rosalie and Niles. And Lee did a great job as Barry on the show. Basically, on Monday, Lee did not show up for filming on an episode for Rosalie and Niles. Police were called to do a well-being check on him at his Los Angeles apartment, where he was found dead. The cause of death was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. I watched Rosalie and Niles last night, and every time he showed up talking, etc., all I could say was in my mind, "Oh man, that's right. You left this world too soon. Oh man, so tragic." After the episode was over, the series dedicated a memory tribute to him, saying, "In loving memory of Lee Thompson Young, 1984 to 2003. And that was his last episode. Currently, the season 4 production of the show has been suspended until further notice. Might as well, because I know Angie Harmon, Sasha Alexander, and the rest of the cast are devastated about the loss, and everyone needs to cope with his death. So the real question is, what's next for the show? Obviously, the writers are going to possibly kill off his character or let his character leave. This is the same situation with Glee about Corey Monteith's character, Finn. Are they going to kill him off, or is he going to leave? Either way, this is a bad situation for both Glee and Rosalie and Niles, and I think both of those shows are obviously going to figure out a way. There's also been a video from TMZ about his death where some people have left rude comments saying, "Oh, he's going to hell now. It says so in the Bible." All because he committed suicide? I think you need to lay off the Bible for a while. You can't just believe everything the Bible says. We as human beings should not be judging he or she that they are going to hell or not when it comes to suicide. Lee was probably depressed and had some kind of illness where he had a hard time controlling his depression. Maybe he felt alone and needed someone, a certain special someone by his side. Maybe his family members weren't there for him. I guess he pretty much had friends, because in the article was talking about his death, someone sent their condolences out to his family, friends, and even his mother. So he obviously probably had friends. It was just his family members probably weren't there for him, or he just wanted that special someone in his life. And just because you're rich, famous, and you got the fame and fortune doesn't mean you're 100% always happy. I mean, everyone is depressed whether you're famous or not. That's just how it goes. So even though despite you having all the money and fame and fortune and you're rich and everything, you can pretty much still be involved in depression. It's crazy that a lot of people have been leaving the world too soon, especially when it comes to suicide. His death is pretty similar to former Bachelor star Gina Alama, I think that's how you pronounce her name, who also committed suicide last week. And it's very weird that both her and Lee Thompson Young died on Mondays. Well, both committed suicide on Monday. She died 2 days after, on August 14th, and at the same age of 29. So both of these guys were only 1 year away from being 30. And it's also sad what happened to Gia Alama. Rest in peace to her as well. There's some new details about how her suicide all started. And I guess it leads to her and her boyfriend, Ryan Anderson, current NBA player who plays for the New Orleans Pelicans. Basically, she, oh my God, wrapped a vacuum cleaner cord around her neck. Oh God, this is horrible. Multiple times, and then tied it to the end of her staircase. That's horrible. And she apparently left a suicide note saying that all her property, she's leaving it to her mother. And some gossip site reports that she accused Ryan Anderson for cheating on her. And I guess they're saying that he told her that he didn't love her anymore. And the next time he saw her was when he saw her body wrapped around the neck. So that's really sad. Like I said, rest in peace to Gia. I feel bad for Ryan Anderson. Hopefully this coming NBA season he'll have one of his best seasons of his career by playing well, a little dedication to her. But that's all I have to say. Lee Thomas Young, just like your last name, you died very young. And rest in peace. It was very tragic and sad that you passed away by committing suicide. It's awful. Tell me what you guys think, your thoughts on his death. I'm sure you all were shocked to hear about it. And before we do a special moment of silence, here is a number for a national suicide prevention. The number is 1-800-273-TALK. And the last four numbers 8255. This is for people who, maybe yourself, who have problems with depression, or maybe a close friend or whatever that may have depression problems. You can, you call this number up and actually get help from committing suicide. I thought I'd share this number with you guys because I care. I care for everybody in this world. And I just hope and pray that, suicide is not the answer for you, and hope and pray you save your own life from not committing suicide and hopefully get help from depression. So that's it. That's all I have to say. And now it's time for a moment of silence for Lee Thomas Young.